Welcome to Ross-Age Stadium, home to the Purdue Boilermakers here in... Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Purdue's offense will have the ball first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We just need to see what they do today.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Got his man downfield. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now, get ready for another one.
Wants to throw again. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. He was off to the races, and maybe another step or two, and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line.
We knew this offense wanted to come out here and let it rip through the air. This QB is in a beautiful rhythm early. Nice job with his footwork and his eyes, and he completes a big one there. Get this offense home.
They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Boilermaker!
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week, and you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game. And the offense, they've got it moving now.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone, it's Green. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Washington's offense will get the ball for the first time. And David, they've got a receiver that if he is able to command some extra attention, it could really help get this offense going.
Nah, and you need that playmaker out wide. That guy makes the whole thing go, right? Having a guy, if you want to play man-to-man coverage, he's going to beat you. And he's shown the ability to do that sometimes for this offense, and he's a guy that has the defense's attention.
Yeah, I don't think this guy's winning the Bolitnikoff Award necessarily, but you're right, David. When he's one-on-one, he should be able to win those matchups. And based on how he's played this season, this quarterback should feel really good and really confident when he throws his way.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got it. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Washington coming to the line with another first down. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. It's complete. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Watson. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. The Boilermakers will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That's caught. It's Lawson. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Got it in the middle. It's Walker. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
The Boilermakers will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. They'll run the screen. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Rushes on him, trying to make magic on the scramble. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. And the Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Those play-action passes take a little bit longer to develop, right? Because you still have the fake, and then the quarterback turns his back to the defense, has to reset. You got to protect him a little bit better than that, or the fake's got to be a lot better.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Makes the catch. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. 3rd down play from the gun. Moving out of the pocket. And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the 1st quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. And the Boilermakers will send out the punt unit. Let's see what he can do with it. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They've gotten very little done on their first 3 possessions, hoping this one will be more productive. He wants to go deep. Wide open, he makes the catch. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
On 1st and goal, let's see what Washington does. They'll try to get it in with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After giving up that big play, this defense has been a rock. 3rd and goal coming. Trying to set up the screen. Touchdown, Husky. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
With the grab and the score.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he makes the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. A lot of we are's inside that stadium today. Penn State is running away with things, and that offense looks unstoppable. They're up by 17 over Minnesota. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Boilermakers come to the line in the hurry-up. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, pick everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Unloads to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Boilermakers will punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Off the play fake on 1st down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The play action fake. He'll pull it down. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Gets it out fast. At the 35, he's open. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. The give on the option. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Lawson. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Huskies come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Red pass, it's complete. Headed to the end zone, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Huskies. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes with the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Catch in the middle, it's Tuggle. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Pulls it in, it's Branch. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. He'll keep it himself. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. The Boilermakers want to move quickly.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down mark is.
He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Braswell. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. He makes the catch. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And I love that the QB understood, I'm going to put some stank on this. I'm going to throw it as hard as I can quickly, right when he's breaking out of that curl. Nice job getting it to him quick so he could get a first down.
Here's the pressure. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Off the play fake. Catch in the middle is Watson. The stop, the start, the juke, everything in the bag as he gets to the 29. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Takes a hit as he fires. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. There's a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Touchdown, Purdue! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed. speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start this drive with a pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Lost to fire on second down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. Going to swing it on second down. Oh, he wants it all. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in West Lafayette today, and welcome into the halftime update. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ross-Ade Stadium.
And the Boilermakers will line up to kick off and start the second half. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Starts a drive trying to go up top. They're setting up the screen. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Pressure coming. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. Washington coming to the line with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Creates a little space. Turning it on. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Washington comes to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the D deny them on second and goal. Trying play action. Here's a heat. Had to throw it before he wanted. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The 8th play of the drive coming. You'd hate to settle for a field goal. It's third and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. They want to dance their way in on third and goal. And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And the try is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Fires to the big fella. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Boilermakers want to crank the tempo.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. That's reeled in. It's Tuggle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Boilermakers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. Gives it on the option.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Gonna run it. It's Braswell. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Boilermakers will call on their punt team. This will be the 5th kick of the night. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lawson. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Quickly complete. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Washington sends out the punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Looking downfield on 1st down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Caught over the middle. It's Branch.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end route there.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Blasted as he lets it go. Makes a connection. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
Looking to throw again. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their 1st pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And this one splits the uprights. That pushes the lead to 6 at 20-14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, you can make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Alabama is currently ahead early in this one, but they haven't been able to separate themselves yet inside Bryant-Denny. They are up by just 1 over Arkansas. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to his team.
Fires to the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. The last time they had it, they weren't secure with the football and put it on the ground, David.
Yeah, and I think sometimes that will cause for you to be a little bit conservative, but keep doing you. Put that behind you. It's one mistake, Jesse, move on.
I've always been a fan of getting that guy who fumbled it, the ball back early. You got to let that guy turn the page. They need him to make plays if they're going to win this game.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a fifth. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. He lofts one down the sideline. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. That leg is staying loose already, the 5th kick of the night. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Boilermakers in the hurry-up.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
A loss of 7 yards on the play. Third down coming up.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So we open the final period with a third down play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that was the biggest play of the game. They've got the lead offensively. They're trying to run this thing out. He coughs it up. The defense jumps on it. And all of a sudden, this game has a different feel.
And now, 4th quarter, 4-down territory almost certainly as they get ready to try to grab the lead. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Back to pass. Big guy smells it. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but touchdown, Huskies! Great job by the back on the option. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And they did need that extra point to take the lead, and now they have it here in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah.
Pulls in the deep ball. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Boilermakers will hustle to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Boilermakers will punt it away on 4th down. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Finds his tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Or will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll run play action. Looking for a big play. Grabs it at the 25-inch stride. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Under fire. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He wants to throw it again. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
PAT unit on the field. And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the 4th. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Got room on the return. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The Huskies with a big opportunity to take this sudden change and make it sudden points. Quick release by the QB. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Back to pass on 2nd down. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Oh, the attempt is no good. After the missed field goal, still an 8-point game, and guys, more importantly, still a 1-possession game. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Rides the back and leaves it. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Punt is on its way. Takes it on the return. Slips through the line. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Under fire. Trying to make magic with his feet. Knocked down for the tackle. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. It's 3rd down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. He'll pull it down and run. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Pocket breaking down. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Grabbed behind the line. It's Lawson. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. Sends it back in motion. Gonna look downfield again. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Washington! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Penn State is running away with things, and it's thanks in large part to an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up by 30 over Minnesota. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks? That's just ridiculous.
The Boilermakers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The play action fake. Slings it downfield. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Lost one deep down the right side. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. The give to the tailback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Huskies come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll go to the air. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone. So they'll send out the field goal unit. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. On the run, fires downfield.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole...
There he goes. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. And the Boilermakers will snap it on 1st and 10. Working that left side now. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Looking to fire. He's got his man. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. Wants to keep it in the air. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking to throw on first down. He wants it all. Touchdown, Boilermaker! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Lining up to add another. Splits those uprights right in half. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'll be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Second down, he'll throw it. He wants to take the top off. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to try to get it himself. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. He slides that just inside the right upright. And now the lead is even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Walker. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. The Boilermakers line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short.
On the play. Brings up third down.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Tuggle. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. It's Tuggle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Second down, they'll go to the air. Rushes on him. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass. There's the pressure. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. And down he goes, and that's going to do it. Didn't have much of a chance there, and the defense puts an exclamation point on this one. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to 2 very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on. Keep working on them. Keep developing. Those things you do well, dude, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistently.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.